scientists, we have been exploring air this week, and we learned yesterday that air has mass. When we filled a balloon with air, we watched it sink on the balance because air is made up of oxygen and nitrogen and other gases that all have mass. Because it has mass, it also has density. Density is how much stuff we can pack into one space. More density means more stuff in the space, and less density means less stuff in the space. We also learned that air has pressure, and air pressure is pushing on us from every direction all the time. When we explore the weather, we learn that the changing density in the air affects the air pressure, and the air pressure affects our weather. I want to explore this a little bit more today.
So we have with us our friend Mel, the Marshmallow, and he is going to demonstrate for you air pressure. So we're going to put him inside a canister or a vacuum. We want to be scientific. Okay, and we're going to attach, hi Mel to everybody. We're going to attach this little device. And all I'm going to do is suck the air out of the canister. So you're going to hear a little bit of sound. That's when I pump it back in, it's just pushing the air out here into the classroom. But we're essentially removing all of the air from the canister. What do you think is going to happen to Mel when we remove the air pressure from inside the canister? Think back to yesterday's demonstration. Here we go. Hold on, Mel. Whoop, whoop. A little too strong there. Oh my goodness. What happened to Mel? If you noticed, when we removed the air pressure from the inside of the canister, the air pressure that was inside of him pushed out. So the marshmallow got bigger because of the pressure inside the marshmallow. No longer was being held in by the pressure around him in the canister.
Wow. So since it doesn't have pressure pushing in on it anymore, it was able to get big. What do you think is going to happen when I release and let all that air back in? Let's try it. Whoa! He shrunk so
and he did
fast.
A flip.
And a flip. We just put all that pressure back in and watched it push down onto our friend and shrink him back.
And I love how it showed just the force of air pressure. It's more powerful than we give it credit sometimes.
Absolutely.
So if we take this same concept, this idea of air pressure pushing in, out, up, down, and we apply it to the weather, we're going to notice some patterns. So instead of Mel helping us out, we're going to think of it in terms of a cloud. Okay, so our marshmallow this time is going to represent a cloud in the sky. And we're going to do the same thing. We're simply going to remove the air pressure from inside. Okay? And I want you to think about cloud formation. Here we go. Again, that cloud is growing. It's getting bigger and bigger. We're decreasing the pressure in the canister by removing it. And now we have a pretty big cloud. What type of weather would you expect to see outside on a low pressure system day? If you said that the weather outside was going to be cloudy with the chance of rain or some sort of precipitation, you are correct. What happens is when there's little air pressure pushing down, moisture is able to rise up into the atmosphere. And as we'll learn later in the unit, that allows for the formation of clouds. So on those low pressure system days, we can expect to have cloudy, rainy type weather.
All right. Well then let's put all that air back in. Let's increase the pressure and see what happens to our cloud on a high pressure day. So on a high pressure day, our cloud got shrunk down. All of that pressure did not let moisture rise. It did not let clouds develop in the atmosphere. What type of weather do you think we would see on a high pressure day? If you thought a high pressure day means sunshine and clear skies, you would be correct. The moisture cannot rise into the atmosphere, clouds can't form, so we have clear skies on a high pressure day.
All right, so today we've taken a look at how air pressure systems affect the weather that we are experiencing. So when you see those weather maps and meteorologists talking about high pressure systems moving in or low pressure systems moving in, you should be able to associate that with different types of weather as we did here. The last thing we're going to look at today is how altitude affects air pressure.